Welcome, Wisconsin Rebs community, media viewers, and Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling fans. This is the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament coming to you from Merrill, Wisconsin. Home of the Blue Jays. 106-pound matchup getting set and ready to go. Gavin Jacobs going to take on Stevens Point's Jake Roberts in the first round. We'll have 3 rounds of wrestling, and then we will have the placement matches. 4th, 5th, 2nd, 3rd, and the championship. Joyce Benitz doing double duty today, keeping stats and running the camera. We're a little short-handed today. My name is Scott Tesch. I'll be giving you move-by-move commentary. The Red Raiders come into this tournament in 2nd place in the Valley Conference, 5-1 in the dual meet side. Marshfield the leader at 6-0, probably the odds-on favorite here to win the tournament. Jacobs, nice takedown, comes out the backside, gets 2 points in the lead with 1:25 left, first period. Jacobs trying to scoop that elbow underneath cross body. Got to get Roberts from point off his base. 4 mats going on here at the floor. Got varsity and some JV wrestling going on as well. We will cover the Lincoln High School Red Raider varsity. Once again, thank you for watching Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling, making this by far the #1 watched program on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. I thank you, and we thank you as a company for showing your patronage to high school athletics. Tight waist in the bar now by Jacobs. He's got 35 seconds left to try and get a turn here. Roberts just laying tight on his base here, not doing anything to get up or out. Jacobs can't get that bar worked just the way he wants it. Now got a half and a wrist. Loses the wrist, trying to straighten out Roberts. Roll attempt by Roberts. Jacobs counters that pretty well. And we're at the end of the first period. Jacobs will take a 2-0 lead into the second. Throughout the day, we might be wrestling on a couple of mats in the back part of the field house, so we will have slightly blocked views at times, but we'll give you the best seats. That weekend, we are right mat side right here. On mat number 1 with Jacobs on the bottom to start the second period, trying to hit a switch down to his feet. Hitting a switch on the way down, steps over the top, gets the reversal. He leads 4-0 after 10 seconds gone, second period. Jake Roberts pinned to Gavin Jacobs in the dual meet in 3:52. So Jacobs looking to turn that around and prove that was just a plain bad match for the Red Raider. 1:15 left, still ahead 4-0. Working to try to get a bar on this near side as you see. Carter Freeman going to go at 126 pounds. We'll finish the 2 reversal for Jake Roberts of point. Bar on the right side. Got to watch that arm. It came loose, thank goodness. Jacobs trying to pin that arm over his head. He got Roberts up high on the shoulder. 30 seconds left. Carter Freeman taking on Wausau West, Logan Brewer at 126 pounds. 22 seconds left, fresh restart to Jacobs match. Carter Freeman got a takedown early in the first period, leads 2-0. Legs ride thrown in now. Jacobs could snatch the head, put him underneath him here. Keep your hips up, Gavin. End of the period, 4-2 Jacobs leads. They're going on their feet now to start the third, says Roberts. Carter Freeman's ahead 4-2 in his match. They're on their feet again. Freeman with another takedown. Jacobs got his arms tied up out in front of him here, and he doesn't want to be here. Freeman's ahead 6-2 and going to score near fall here. Near fall for Carter Freeman. He's ahead 8-2 right now. They stopped it for some blood time. 1:15 left in Gavin Jacobs' first round matchup at 106. Jacobs with his head down again, stuck underneath. Roberts forcing down on the head, looking to try to spin behind if he can. Jacobs got wrist control, and they come back to their feet. Jacobs got to finish this match strong here. Bad shot in by Roberts from a long ways out, and he got to the thigh of Gavin Jacobs. 35 seconds left, stalemate, says the official. Again, on his knees with his head down underneath is Gavin Jacobs. 22 seconds left. Around the corner comes Jake Roberts. Now, Gavin Jacobs trying to get to the Polish double, come out the backside and figure this out. And in a scramble, Jacobs got to get his head up here at some point. 4 seconds left. 2-1. Wow, Gavin Jacobs hangs on for a 4-2 win over Jake Roberts of Stevens Point. I will slide you around here to the Carter Freeman match. Carter Freeman ahead 10-2. Red Raiders also have Jacob Bender at 120 against Easton Ledden of Marshfield. Bender got a takedown. Freeman looking for a pin. 10 seconds left. End of the period. Carter Freeman again, 3 more near fall, 13-2 the lead for the Red Raider after one period. Logan Brewer, Wausau West chooses down to start the second period. Carter Freeman riding on top, looking to turn and pin. Bender trails this match now after a takedown 3-2 to Marshfield's Easton Ledden. Freeman again, still on top of riding, can't get his opponent Brewer from Wausau West off his base. Bender's got 10 seconds left in his first period. He trails 3-2. Freeman with a bar and a half, running it over the top, stacks Brewer up on his shoulders. See if he can settle the shoulders down. Brewer with a hard bridge. Can't quite get him settled in here yet. It's getting tighter as we look, though. Pin in 3:20 on the fall for Carter Freeman. We swing you on over to the Jacob Bender match. Second period. They're on their feet. Bender of Rapids trails 3-2 over Marshfields. Easton led. Carter Freeman wrestled Easton Ledden in the dual meet and pinned him in 3:22. Totally different matchup here, though. Hard shot in by Ledden. Bender countered temporarily. Ledden just runs over his balance point here. Whizzer by Bender. Hipped him almost over, but they ran out of bounds. Ledden would have been on top in that exchange. 58 seconds left, second period. Bender trails 3-2. Bender with a counter now. Back up to neutral. Ledden with an ankle pick. Took him down at 5-2. That's a big takedown there. He's trying to get an arm bar. To reversal, Bender tightened it up 5-4 with 5 seconds left in the period. And let's see what we got on the mat in the far corner right now. I think that's Lucas Bean maybe. At 138 against Jake Hall, Stevens Point. Bender on top, trailing 5-4. Hard reversal by... At the end of the period, a real hard reversal by Ledden. And that you can't have. You just got the match within 1, and now you're down by 3. Ledden up again off the bottom. Bender stretched out here, locking up on a leg, but a cradle locked up, stepped over is Ledden, and he's got Bender on his back. Bender's trying to roll through it now. He's stacked up tight. There's the pin. Easton Ledden with a fall in 3:34. Back on the far corner mat now, Lucas Bean and Jake Hall tied at 2 at the end of the first period. Bean's choice, he deferred. Now Hall's choice, he's going to go down. Chop the arm down by Bean. Hall trying to kick him off the top and roll the other way. Bean hanging on for dear life here as Hall comes to his feet. And Bean has to cut him loose. Give him the lead, 3-2. Minute 35 left, second period. Aiden Arbogast on the mat now against Alex Voigt of Wausau West. Aiden Arbogast got a takedown, looking for near fall. Off the mat they work. Still 3-2 Bean trails a minute 15. They're on their feet. Aiden Arbogast with a deep half. As Voigt settled on the mat, got a pin in 54 seconds. to take down Bean now. This is Mason Tritz on the mat against Max Sari. Correction. Cole Black against Hunter Opper of Merrill on the mat. And at 138 pounds, 145 pounds, this is Mason Tritz against Max Sari at EC Everest. Bean 4-3 the lead with 18 seconds left. Second period of crossface on Hall. Mason Tritz got taken down in the first period by Sari of Everest, trails 2-0. 2 periods down, 4-3, Bean with a lead. He's going down to start the third period. Cole Black got a takedown in his match in the first period, leads 2-0. Bean still on the bottom in the third period, now coming to a high base. Matt, right, the wrestlers closest to you is Cole Black at 152 and Hunter Opper of Merrill. The wrestlers behind is Hall and Bean. Bean still on the bottom with 120 left. Trying to come out. Hall working across body face here. Trying to tip the hips. Now Bean coming up with what's called a Polish double. And he gets the reversal. 6-3 now. Now the Red Raiders in control in a minute. Bean with a bar and a half. After one period from DC Everest, Max Sari leads Mason Tritz 2-0. And Bean gets reversed. It's now 6-5, Bean on the bottom. Bean trying to fight off an Okie choke here. Referee counting near fall, and Bean pinned him with Hall having an Okie choke locked up on. He fought off it as he was basically getting cut off. Bean with a pin in 5:43. Now we got the Opper match right in front of you here with Cole Black, your Red Raider, tied at 2 minute 5 left, second period. Black on the bottom. Mason Tritz still behind 2-0. They're on their feet with a minute left, second period. Warning, stalling on Opper of Merrill. Hard start off the bottom. Got one loss of control for the Red Raider. Nice work there by Cole Black. 3-2 the lead now. They're on their feet. 45 seconds left. Second period. Mason Tritz gets taken down again. He trails 4-0. Headlock attempt, but Black popped his head out. Got the takedown 5-2 with 15 seconds left. Second period. Opper up to his feet now. Reaches back, trying to catch a leg. Almost got stacked on his shoulders. End of the period, 5-2. Black with a lead. Black's choice are going on their feet, he says. Mason Tritt still trails 4-0. He's on top to start the third period. Tritz is a cradler. He can tighten this match up in a hurry. We can get a couple of turns here. Mason Tritt's locked hands around the body. So that's a penalty point. Sorry, ahead 5-0 now with 1:18 left. They're still on their feet. Tritz will ride. 5-2 with 1:05 left. Oh, nice takedown by Cole Black. 7-2 the lead now for the Red Raider. Tritz has a cradle locked. He's got 1:02 left. Lost the grip on the cradle. Good tight waist by Cole Black. Now claw ride, now to a spiral ride. .25 seconds left, still 7-2 the Red Raider. At 152 pounds, Cole Black, claw ride again. Ten seconds left. Cole Black's going to hang on to a 7-2 win over Hunter Hopper, and we slide you over to the Mason Tritt's Macsari match. Tritt's got a cradle locked up, but has no solving answer here. Trying to get some near fall this way. He'll still be short if he doesn't give up the reversal. 5-0, Mason Tritt goes down to defeat to Macsari of DC Everest. And we got 100 and let's see. 60-pounder Mark Jeske against Wausau West Henry Galang. Galang will definitely be the favorite here in this match. Slide by attempt by Jeske, not quite. Arm drag attempt, no good for Jeske. Jeske definitely trying to keep his hands on Galang. Slide by attempt, missed again. Russian arm tie now by the Red Raider. Inside leg trip, got behind. Can he get him to the mat? Launching pad could be loaded. No, they back out of it. Good counter by Galang. 35 seconds left, still on their feet, no score. Reshot by Jeske into a single. Got it elevated. Got time to complete it. Just can't figure out how right now. Around the corner and just off the mat with 10 seconds left. Close, but ran out of a wrestling mat. Galang and Adulmi wrestled Bennett Weidman and got beat 9-0. And the 1 period 0-0, they're still on their feet. Just comes up green. That's Galang's choice. He's going down. Claw ride by the Red Raider. Now it goes for a wrist control. Oh, Jeske got too far out over the shoulder. Galang turned inside on him. Trying to come up to face him here, and he's got the one in the escape. And the lead at 1:35 left, second period. Jeske's been close 2 times on takedown attempts, but hasn't been able to complete one yet. Second shot in, got to the knee, got his head stuffed down though and stretched out. And Galang picking an ankle. Jeske gives up the takedown. Now he's down 3-0. That was a big takedown. Jeske to his feet now. Galang with a back trip takes him back to the mat. Got a bar on the far side. Jeske can come up again here. Potentially dangerous on the armbar. 34 seconds left. Jeske got to get his headgear strapped on a little tighter. There it is. Faces off with not much else for a start, just basing off. 25 seconds left. Ankle picked by Galang, hanging on to it with a tight waist. Got time to get a point back, got to fire up here. Cradle locked in, cross body, and the period comes to an end. 3-0 Galang leads going into the third period. They're going on their feet. Jeske couldn't get out from the bottom, so they have to probably go on their feet. Jeske trying to crawl back into that Polish double. Got to get the legs separated, got to turn and face. Stepped over the bottom leg. See if he can crawl up the body and get a takedown here. Burning a lot of clock. Tucks the ankle underneath. Got to get his head up though. Galang trying to roll him off the top. Jeske trying to catch him. Jeske gets a takedown. Going to get some near fall here maybe. Got the arms tied up, but not any pinning combination here. Now Jeske rolled out of it and got reversed back. So it's 5-2, 44 seconds left. Jeske to his feet again, but Galang takes him off his base. 20 seconds. All in chain with a hip tip here, looking by Galang. And he's getting near fall. Got a count of 2. Going to be 7-2. Henry Galang. Now the Red Raiders have 170-pounder Ben Weidman up at 170 against Yang from Wausau East. We do not have a first name on him because it's not listed anywhere. We just have a last name. Weidman 4-1 right now in the lead. Got a near side cradle locked up. Does the Red Raider. Weidman on top, stacking Yang on his shoulders. That's as tight as it gets right there. Weidman in 40 seconds on a pin at 170 pounds. So we had a lot of action here, fast and furious. I think we got a chance to catch our breath here, and we'll be back with more of the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament when we return. Back now at the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament. This is round number 2 now, the varsity side. Landon Freeman at 1-13 had a bye in the first round. He's taking in Wausau East Ryan Yeager. These two did not meet in the dual meet earlier as Ryan Yeager got pinned by Gavin Jacobs in 2:52. Freeman pinned Jack Bissett. Freeman with a takedown inside of 20 seconds. Leading 2-0 and riding, trying to turn Yeager. Update you on one other match that we missed for you. That's 195-pounder Ben Klingforth. He wrestled Marshfield's Mason Seidel, got pinned in 141. Red Raiders have no entrant at heavyweight. 1 point free ride to defeat for Yeager. And Freeman in on a quick takedown. Tip attempt. Got the Ellsworth bar. Now just a straight bar as a hand come out from underneath. Bar and a half, runs him over the top, stacks him up. Got 42 seconds left to settle him in here. That looked pretty tight for an instant. The ref couldn't see the other shoulder. Referee trying to get a better view here of the shoulders. Freeman's got him stacked right up. 22 seconds left. That settled him in there and 1:44 on the fall, Landon Freeman. $144. The Red Raiders have Jacob Bender coming out. He gets Ty Majeski out of E.C. Everest. Bender will definitely be the underdog here. Landon Freeman beat Majeski 13-4 in a dual meet, but this is a totally different matchup. Marshfield has 7 ranked wrestlers in the state in this tournament. Wisconsin Rapids has 5. Wausau West 4, along with Stevens Point. D.C. Everest has 2. Merrill 1 and Wausau East 1. After the first round of wrestling, Marshfield leads 51.5. Merrill and Wisconsin Rapids tied for second at 34. Wausau West 28, D.C. Everest 21, Stevens Point 18, and Wausau East 13. Gavin Jacob on the mat against John Sternweiss of Marshfield. And this will be advantage Marshfield here. Sternweiss defeated Matt Searing 10-2 in a dual meet at 106 pounds. And he gets a quick takedown over Gavin Jacobs. 45 seconds left, first period, 0-0 with Bender. And his opponent, Majeski from D.C. Everest. Majeski into a double. Can Bender fight this off? Tossed him. Got the takedown. 20 seconds left. Did Bender. Felt a good position and capitalized on it. Having a wrist tied up by the Red Raider now. 6 seconds left in the period. 2-0 Bender. Got to finish this match on top, giving up no extra points here. And here's the end of one period. Gavin Jacobs with 54 seconds left, trails 2-0. He's on the bottom to Sternweiss of Marshfield. Majeski deferred his choice. Bender will take the down position to start the second period. Sitting position now, working on hand control is Bender. Trying to sit back in, turned in, snatched the head. He's got to pop his head up here. He's got the reversal there. 4-0 the lead for the Red Raider. Now he's got to get him controlled here and ride him out a little bit. Got good wrist control here, roll through with a tip. Got two land there. Good work by the Red Raider. At the end of one period, Gavin Jacobs trails Sternweiss of Marshfield 4-1. Jacobs on top. Starting the second period, I do believe. Jake Bender trying to get a coffee grinder here, which he's got now. Now he loses that, trying to get some hips flat. 40 seconds left, Bender 6-0. Now Majeski stood up. Bender couldn't control him, 6-1, 25 seconds left in the second period. They're on their feet. Bender got snapped down hard. Majeski behind him, and he gives up the takedown. Hits a switch. Gets the reversal back right before the buzzer. Little lapses in effort here in wrestling by Bender has got the match 8-3. He just has some lapses, about 5-10 seconds, and that's what's cost him so far. But he's got the lead now. Can he control the third period here? He doesn't have to go to light the board up here, but he needs to control this third period. Snap down. Shot in by Majeski. Now you got to look at the knee here. And Bender gives up the takedown. It's 8-5 with 1:10 left. Sternweiss and Gavin Jacobs going to start their period again after some mat cleanup. Jacobs on top, trailing 4-1. Majeski getting a turn here. Going to have the match tied at 8 if he doesn't get pinned. Jacobs got to survive this. 38 seconds left. It's going to be a tie match as long as he survives the period here. "12 seconds left. Bender's digging his elbow into the mat here, trying to keep that shoulder up. 2-1, he survived. It's going to be 8-8 now. Just what I had mentioned. Bender had to control the third period, and he did not do that. Now it's 8-8. 1 minute, first period of overtime. We'll see. Bender can score a takedown here. At least not get taken down. It's okay to go to. And we got a stoppage as Bender trying not to get sick here. Coaching staff over there. Back ready to go now comes Bender. Gavin Jacobs still trails 4-1. With 1:18 left in the third period, he's on the bottom. Majeski controlling this tie-up. Bender with a reshot as Majeski didn't protect his legs. He gets the takedown. Now he's got a chance to pin him and get extra team points here. He can pick up 2 extra team points for the Red Raiders if he can stick Majeski. Got 14 seconds left yet. He's going to win the match no matter what. Out of bounds. 6. And the clock ran a few extra seconds. Take down Bender and near fall. 13-8 is the win. Jake Bender comes from a tie match where, first of all, he was leading in control, then he got back tied, and then he comes back with a win, 13-8 in overtime. Now we'll slide you over to that Jacobs match where more mat cleanup on Sternweiss from Marshfield. Sternweiss leads 4-1. 39 seconds left in the match. And they're taping some fingers. Nope, take that back. He's got a bloody lip. So some mat cleanup going on here. State rankings look like this. Kaukauna ranked number 1, Arrowhead 2, Bayport 3. Marshfield is ranked 4, Mukwonago 5, Pulaski 6, Wisconsin Rapids 7, Germantown 8, Hudson 9, Hortonville 10. Those are the rankings from Wisconsin Grappler. Gavin Jacobs still on the bottom. Sternweiss riding hard here. 23 seconds left, leading 4-1. Jacobs trying to hit a switch here, get a reversal. Sternweiss hanging on to a leg. Jacobs got the reversal. 7 seconds left. Gonna cut him loose. 5-3, Sternweiss with a win. Gavin Jacobs goes down to the Marshfield wrestler, 5-3. Right now, we do not have any more Red Raiders. We will see if one of them is going to step out. No, I don't think so. We're going to take a quick break here. Back now to Valley Conference. Second round of wrestling, 182-pound matchup. The Red Raiders had 7 buys in this second round. Because you're looking at an 8-man type setup for weight class, and you only got 7 teams in the Valley. This Kyler Tritz taking on Braddock Rickard of DC Everest. These two did not meet in the dual meet either. Rickard not in the lineup then. 2 takedown Tritz. Gonna cut him loose, give him a free ride back to his feet and a free point. Scores before this match, Marshfield 57.5, Merrill 37.5. Wisconsin Rapids 36. Wausau West 34. DC Everest 28.5. Stevens Point 24. Wausau East 15. Another takedown, another free cut loose. 4-2. Short drag, spin behind by Tritz. Gets another takedown. It's 6-2 with 1:12 left, first period. Kyler Tritz ranked number 8 right now in the state of Wisconsin at 182 pounds for the Red Raiders. Arm bar on that far side, looking to either get a half or a wrist tied up. He's kind of hung in between each one of them. Now he fires a half. Got the bar, going to run him over the top, stack him up on his shoulders, which he has done. 35 seconds left. Now change it to a double bar, and this gets really tight. If he can sit out, which he has done, that stacks him up tighter. Tritz settles him in, pin in 140 on the fall, Kyler Tritz. Tritz had a first round bye in the 182-pound weight class. Now we're going to wait for Ben Klingforth at 195. He'll take on DC Everest Kyle Schmidt, and that'll be the next Red Raider to come out on the mat. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll bring you the Klingforth match. Back now, 195 pounds. The Red Raiders Ben Klingforth taking on Kyle Schmidt of DC Everest. Klingforth at 195 today. Red Raiders trying to fill as many weight classes as possible. They do not have somebody at 285. Fireman's carry takedown by Schmidt of DC Everest. Klingforth didn't protect his legs at all. Now a hard crossface into a barbed wire. And Schmidt runs Klingforth right over to his back. In deep trouble is Klingforth. Klingforth lost his first match to Mason Seidel of Marshfield and a pin in 141. There's a pin in 34 seconds. Next up will be Wausau West Will Ford for Klingforth. And that should be the last Red Raider we have wrestling this round. Next up, Gavin Jacobs will get a bye for the Red Raiders, as does Jacob Bender. And everybody after that will be wrestling a match in the third round. The Red Raiders are sitting in third place right now with 36 points. Merrill in second, 37.5. Marshfield in first, 57.5. And we'll bring you more of the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Back now at the third round of the pool play here in the WIA Valley Tournament. Red Raiders sit in third place with 38 points. Merrill in second, 39.5. Marshfield in first with 60.5. The Red Raiders are going to send out Landon Freeman against Ava Gardner of Marshfield. And yes, that is Ava. That is a female wrestler on the varsity for Marshfield. Freeman had a first round bye, and he got a pin in 144 over Ryan Yeager of Wausau East in his second round match. Gavin Jacobs wrestled Ava Gardner in the dual meet, pinned her in 5:22. Freeman with a takedown leads 2-0. Legs right on this left-hand side. Again, we apologize for a little bit of a blocked view as Freeman is on what is mat 3 here, which is on the far side behind mat number 1. So we have a little bit of blockage with the mat number 1 wrestlers. And the official will give you the best view we can here as Gardner's on her back here, getting near fall scored on her. Freeman gets 3 near fall. He leads 5-0 with 1:05 left. Freeman with an arm bar, now an Ellsworth bar. Going to stack her up over his shoulders. Scoring near fall again is the Red Raider. Landon Freeman ranked 8th in the state at 113 pounds. 3 more team points for the near fall. 8-0 the lead. 40 seconds left first period. Freeman with a bar on the right-hand side, kind of loosely. Got to get Gardner off her base here. Gardner keeps trying to stand up. 14 seconds left. Freeman trying to run a bar one more time. Gardner coming up to a base each time to counter. End of the first period is here. 8-0 the lead for the Red Raider.
Well, I have you going on the YMCA. Don't forget we got a raffle. I think it's just over $500.
Freeman's Choice, he deferred. Gardner's going on their feet.
End of this round. There'll be about an hour left in the raffle. We'll draw at the end after the future varsity matches are over. So if you want a chance to split $1,000, get over and get your raffle tickets.
Freeman with a low shot right at the ankles, got it elevated, front trip, covers her up, takes her down. 10-0 the lead. 1:35 left second period. Got the elbow tied up underneath now. Gardner's fighting hard to build to a base, which she has done again. Freeman's trying to get a cradle locked up. I think he's got it locked. Now let's see if he can get her turned over here with the cradle. Freeman's trying to pull her back here and get the turn. Gardner staying hard in a base. Freeman suicide style over the top, takes her on her back. Officials counting. Gardner's right shoulder up pretty high, though. I don't think he can pin her in this cradle. Now the official getting down a little closer. Freeman let the arm slide back down towards the mat. Freeman's looking to stick up a pin, but Gardner breaks the grip, turns stomach down. It's 13-0 with 24 seconds left. Gardner trying to hit a switch. Freeman steps over the top, gets big across the body, remains in control and riding. 10 seconds. Freeman's got to pin her the next time, or he's going to get a tech fall and basically cost the Red Raiders a half a team point. End of period number 2. Freeman's Choice is going on top because he wants to try and pin and gain the full complement of 2 pin points. Tech fall would give him a point and a half. Hard start by Gardner off the bottom. Spiral ride now by the Red Raider. Gardner, a hard wrestler to get off her base. She stays pretty firm in that. Crossbody half. Trying to straighten her out with a half on her wrist. $120. Landon Freeman got Gardner on her back one more time. 54 seconds left. Got time to settle her in here, getting some weight down across the shoulders. A little bit too far over to get all his weight down on her shoulders. 40 seconds left. Fires a half. Could be in better position here now. Freeman got to pick his head up, arches back, and that should flatten her down. Referee not in the best position. Now he's getting down closer. Pin. Carter Freeman finally got that in 5:45 on the fall. And we'll look to see who the Red Raiders are wrestling here. This is Carter Freeman taking on Warren Soik of Stevens Point. Soik leads 4-3. Freeman shot in on a takedown, and Soik tossed him to his back. Had him in deep trouble. Look back and see if these two wrestlers had wrestled earlier. These two did not wrestle. Soik out of the lineup. Now Freeman's got a headlock. Don't get rolled through. Get your head up, Carter. He remains in control. Near fall for Freeman. He's up 5-4 in a wild first period. 20 seconds left. Claw ride by the Red Raider. Runs him forward, tried to hit a forward roll, going out of bounds. And Soik holding the leg. We got 5 seconds left. First period action. Soik goes down. Freeman gonna cover him. Hard start by Soik. Freeman and Soik come to their feet. Soik gets the 1 point escape. Tied at 5. Freeman goes down to the mat in control, but did not get the points. 5-5 after one period. Soik's dangerous from anywhere. Throws and rolls his hips quite well. Soik's choice, he defers. Freeman's choice going down. Soik is having a trouble with his right leg. He is limping around pretty good. I don't know if he's got a cramp. He's got a knee brace on that leg. Freeman with a hard stand-up. Referee behind, tried to get locked hands. Couldn't see it, though. Soik clears him, takes him to the mat. Spiral ride now by Soik. Freeman to his feet, gets the 1 point escape. 6-5 on their feet. Freeman with a lead. Off the mat they work. Soik is having a hard time with his leg. He is down on his knees on the mat. And now he rolls over on his side. Stevens Point coaching staff coming out to take a look at him. Got a knee wrap on, and he's in some trouble here. Again, the team rankings here. Kaukauna ranked number 1 in the state. Arrowhead ranked 2. Bayport ranked 3. Marshfield is 4th. Mukwonago 5th. Pulaski 6th. The Red Raiders 7th. Germantown 8th. Hudson 9th. And Hortonville is in 10th place in the rankings by Wisconsin Grappler. Marshfield has 7 individuals ranked. The Red Raiders have 5. Wausau West has 4. Stevens Point has 4. DC Everest 2. Merrill 1. And Wausau East 1. Oddly enough, there's no ranked wrestlers in this Valley tournament in the 220-pound weight class. It's the only weight class that does not have ranked wrestlers. Fewest is 1 in a handful, and the most is 3, and that's in a handful of weight classes as well. So not an easy tournament by no means. And the Red Raiders see pretty much the same competition going through for the next couple of weeks, as most of these schools except Marshfield will be in the regional and the sectional, and then you throw in a couple other teams from the other side of the state. So the Red Raiders in for some dogfights here. In order for the Red Raiders to finish in first place in the Valley Conference, they would have to win the tournament. Marshfield will have to finish third or worse. I think the leg bands are coming off of Carter Freeman. Lost by injury default. Same thing as a pin in team scores. Carter Freeman with a win at 126 pounds. As Soik not able to continue. Aiden Armagast on the mat now at 132 pounds against Deacon Trotzer. This matchup did not happen, and Trotzer was a wrestling name from the DC Everest area for a long time. Armagast had a first round match where he got a pin in 54 seconds over Alex Voigt. Got a second round bye. Underhook with good head position is Trotzer. And Trotzer with a front chin lock. Around the corner he goes, picks the leg, gets a takedown. Armagast up to his feet and they're off the mat. Red Raiders have another wrestler. I think that's Lucas Bean. Nope, Cole Black. Cole Black at 140. That is Lucas Bean over there. Lucas Bean taking on Blake Heel at DC Everest. Heel and Bean did not wrestle during the dual meet. Legs ride by Trotzer. Armagast trying to catch that leg underneath, which he has done. Trying to elevate, get Trotzer out over his shoulders. Stepped over the top now. Trotzer's hanging on for dear life on that crossbody half. Armagast trying to step over the legs, which he has done, and couldn't control it long enough. 2-0, Trotzer leads, 22 seconds left. Ten seconds left, first period. And a 1-2-0, Trotzer over Armagast. Trotzer's choice, he defers. Armagast's choice, he's going down. Bean 0-0, 4-0. Blake Heel of DC Everest leads, and Bean fighting to not go into a cradle. Two reversal heel on Lucas Bean. He leads 7-0 right now in the third period. Armbar. Trying to get pulled the opposite way across the body on Armagast. And there you got potentially dangerous. As Armagast of Trotzer's got up into a hammerlock position, which is up over the shoulder. And that's really puts a lot of bad force on the shoulder joint. Armagast now to his feet on the edge of the mat. Trotzer takes him out of bounds. .103 left, 2-0 the lead for Trotzer. Ellsworth bar now by the Everest wrestler. Got the wrist tied up underneath of the same bar. He's got the same arm he's got the bar on. Bean with 15 seconds left is behind 7-0. And that's probably the way this match is going to end. .31 seconds left, second period. Knee picked by Trotzer. And Bean goes down 7-0. 1 point escape, Armagas. 2-1, 15 seconds left. Two, 1 into the period. 2-1, Armagas trails. Trotzer's choice. He's going down. Don't know if Armagas can hold him. Armagas chopped the wrist in after he switched sides. Again, Trotzer working his way up. Armagas still riding here. Got a crossface. Aiden Armagas chopping in arms, driving Trotzer right out of bounds. 1:26 left, Trotzer is ahead. And now they give him a free ride to their feet. 3-1, Trotzer with a lead now. No, bad choice for that. Aiden Armagas fires a wild headlock and didn't need it at that time, and Trotzer just locks up around the body, takes him down. Now has a tip, near fall coming. Scoreboard is still behind. Now it's scores should be 5-1. It should be. And Trotzer riding on top pretty handily in control. Trotzer riding well on top. Armagas has no solution from the bottom here with 5 seconds left in the period. And this is going to be, according to the scoreboard, 6-1. And now the Red Raiders losing 2 matches, and we got Mason Tritz coming up now at 145. He's going to get Hoyt Blaskowski, the number 3 ranked wrestler in the state, at 145 from Marshfield. And we will definitely be the big underdogs here. These two did not wrestle. Blaskowski not in the lineup for Marshfield during the duel. No, I take that back. He was, and he pinned Cole Black in 248. Now we're trying to get the scoreboard cleared off here. And we're ready to go. Mason Tritz at 145 today, taking on Hoyt Blaskowski. Blaskowski crawls into a single leg shot, little leg sweep as he had it elevated, takes Tritz down. Tritz had a first round loss to Macsari 5-0, had a second round bye. Tritz trying to control the wrist underneath of Blaskowski, but Blaskowski just steps over the top, exposes his shoulders. And there is the pin in 45 seconds for Hoyt Blaskowski of Marshfield. Next up for the Red Raiders will be Cole Black and TJ Sherrill of Stevens Point. It doesn't get any easier now. That match yet to come. We'll take a quick break when we return to the Valley Conference. 160-pound matchup comes out on the mat first here. Mark Jeske of Wisconsin Rapids taking on Cale Roth out of Stevens Point. And the Red Raiders forwarded to Roth in a dual meet. Roth at 160 is ranked 5th in the state. So the Red Raiders again a huge underdog here. Roth working in, going forward all the time. Snap down by Roth. Sweep shot in now, body lock. Steps through the little trip, takes Jeske down, going to cut him loose. 2-1, the Point Panther. Out of bounds they work. 1:17 left, 2-1 Roth. Two points take down Roth. Leads 4-1. Scoreboard's wrong. It's 5-4-2 now. Now they got the scoreboard right. And they're off the mat one more time. 38 seconds left. First period. Roth leading 4-2. Jeske gets his head put down towards the mat. A little easy short drag by Roth. Gets the takedown as he spins behind. Hip tip coming for Roth. Only got one count each time. 6-2 the lead for the Panther. End of the first period is here. 6-2 the lead for Roth of Point. Jeske on top, but Roth gets the escape and then gets a takedown. Now he's going to score near fall. So he's up 9-2 right now. Squeezing Jeske up's got him flat on the mat, and there is the pin in 2:25 on the fall. So the Red Raiders waiting to have Cole Black against TJ Sherrill. Not a favorite matchup there either. Bennett Weidman against Connor Kalmaz. That will be a dandy matchup. Follow that with Will Ford and Ben Klingforth, and Wausau West wrestler will have the advantage in that one. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Kyler Tritz at 182 pounds against Evan Rayboyne out of Wausau West. Take a look and see if this matchup happened earlier on. Tritz pinned him in a minute 24 during the dual meet. So the Red Raiders with the advantage in this match. Into a blast double by Tritz. Drives right through him too, takedown. And they're going to cut him loose. And they're going to cut him loose 2-1, the Red Raider. Tritz into a double leg again. Takes Raybone down. Going to cut him loose one more time. 4-2. Then Weidman and Kalmus on the mat in the far corner. We'll keep you here on this mat. We'll update you on the Weidman score. Tritz, another takedown. Has Raybone on his back. Can he pin him here? Got a minute 10 left. There is the pin in 57 seconds for Kyler Tritz. Swinging all the way over to the Bennett or Weidman match. And Connor Kalmus of Wausau West. These two did not match up in the dual meet. Weidman in on a shot. See if he can complete it, trying to come out the back side. Kalmus trying to counter. Weidman trying to elevate. And we got a stalemate. 1:06 left in the first period. Kalmus on a shot. Weidman countered. Headlock by Kalmus. Weidman trying to roll through it. To take down Kalmus. The referee signaled it pretty early and one escape Weidman. 40 seconds left. Weidman trails 2-1. Shuck on by down to a low single. Kalmus trying to go around the corner and pick an ankle on the backside. Weidman hanging on to an ankle on this near side. Weidman around the corner gets the takedown. 3-2 the lead for the Red Raider. 20 seconds left. Weidman chops that right side shoulder in. End of the first period's here. 3-2 the Red Raider Weidman. Flipping the disc, comes up green, Kalmus's color. He's going down. Interesting choice. Kalmus, no start off the bottom. Weidman looking to try and take him off his base. Weidman cuts him loose, ties the match at 3 apiece. Now the Red Raider going to work from his feet. Weidman with a shot in again, got to a double, lifts, now to a single. Kalmus reaching through between the thighs, trying to counter, picking an ankle. Weidman elevates that leg again. Weidman now still working on a takedown here. Got that leg tucked underneath. Looking to stack Kalmus. Got the takedown, comes out the back side. 5-3 the lead with a minute left, second period. Tanner Gormanson's on the mat right now, leading 2-0 over Noah Klug of Merrill. That match did not happen in a dual meet. Kalmus forward roll over his shoulders, got the escape. on Weidman. It's 5-4 now with 18 seconds left. The Red Raider leads. Weidman will have his choice here in the third period. And the second period is here, and the Red Raider has that 1 point lead at 5-4. He's going down. Tanner Gormanson leads 2-1 now with 41 seconds left. Kalbus on a single leg, takedown to Weidman. Excuse me, reversal by Weidman. 7-4 the lead for the Red Raider. Bennett Weidman, ranked number 8 in the state at 160 pounds. I think he's got 2 laying there near fall on a hip tip, which he does. It's 9-4 now. Red Raiders turned into a pretty good hammer here for the squad here for Weidman. He's had some really tough, really good matches. And I got warning stalling on Weidman after he just turned him for 2. I'm not sure about that call. 9-4 at 1:10 left. Hard switch attempt. Kalmus able to get some distance to get the escape. 9-5 now. Again, Weidman's got to control the rest of this third period. He's ahead by 4. Doesn't need to fly around with a lot of offense. Just needs to stay in good position. Take points if they're there. A little shuck on by and missed. 45 seconds left. Kalmus with a shot. Weidman around the corner with a counter. Takedown. 11-5. Kalmus forced to pick up the pace. Took a bad shot. Got stretched out. Weidman short dragged him and put him in a spin cycle and came out behind with a takedown. Gormanson's on top starting the second period, leading 2-1. Ankle pick for the Red Raider, 15 seconds left. Weidman's riding out. Kalmus grinding him into the mat. Working on a ball and chain to try and get another tip. 11-5, Bennett Weidman. Slide you over to the Tanner Gormanson match now at 2:20 against Noah Klug of Merrill. Gormanson takes him back to the mat once Klug got to his feet. Now they got to be in a hurry here, and they're off the mat first. That was good for Gormanson because he was a little late on the spin through. 195-pounder Ben Klingforth against Will Ford of Wausau West going out. Gormanson still with a 2-1 lead here, riding on top. Got a wrist tied up now. Good position here for the Red Raider. Take your time here. Klug tried to sit up and Gormanson tried to chin drop him. Couldn't quite turn him to his back. Klingforth just got pinned in 33 seconds. Gormanson still riding, got an arm bar. Trying to get that far side wrist. 23 seconds left. Half now by Gormanson and a bar. 15 seconds left. Stay with one thing or the other here. Don't flop back and forth. One thing will work. Counting down from 3, 2, 1. End of the second period as Gorman gets him turned, but not enough time. 2-0, the Red Raider leads. Now Gormanson's choice, he's going down to start the third period. Gormanson's got to be moving on the bottom. Instead, he just drops down and bases off. Trying to get to a high base, get your head up. Now he's in better position. Klug drops to a single. Got to watch the knee here. Klug's trying to grab the other leg. Warning, stalling Klug as he's just hanging on, burying his head. Now Gormanson gets lifted and taken back to the mat. Back to a high base. That was Gormanson. Didn't waste time down there that time. Off the mat they work. .115 left. Gormanson leads 2-1. He's on the bottom, wrestling in the third period. This could be a big win for the Red Raiders, as Merrill is in front of the Red Raiders in the dual meet, in the point standings coming into this round. Gormanson got the reversal. Looking to score near fall. Here's the Red Raider. Got 3 near fall and remains in control. 7-1 the lead now. Gormanson working hard to try and get that right side arm out, but can't do that. Got to stay in good position here. Got wrist control yet in the tight ways. Klug's looking to roll here. Gormanson fires a half. 12 seconds left. Gormanson had 2 first and a second round bye. He's going to get a win here in the third round, 7-1 over Noah Klug out of Merrill. That's it for the Red Raiders in this round of wrestling. Once again, the Red Raiders no entry at 285. Team score points here, if we can get them back for you quickly. Team score look like this. Marshfield in the lead with 184.5. Wisconsin Rapids now in second with 135. Wausau West in third, 116.5. DC Everest in fourth, 115.5. Merrill in fifth, 114.5. Stevens Point has 82.5. Wausau East 61. So the Red Raiders right now sitting in second place. And that's realistically probably all the better that the Red Raiders could figure to do here. Red Marshfield out in front by about 60. So we'll be back with the placement matches here from the Wisconsin Valley Conference Tournament on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Back now at the placement matches here. Final round of wrestling in the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament for 2022-23. Wrestling in third place at 106 pounds, Dusty Schmerler out of Merrill. He's taking on Gavin Jacobs, your Red Raider. These two met in a dual meet earlier, and Jacobs won the match 11-7. Not a super convincing win, but a win nonetheless. Nice slide by Jacobs for a takedown. Schmerler went right to the mat. Jacobs now with a bar on this right-hand side loosely, but Schmerler fighting to get that back. Half Nelson on the far side by Gavin Jacobs. Now he lost the bar. Jacobs looking to run that half, but can't do that. Now trying to get to a cradle. Jacobs trying to take him backwards, but is getting countered. Still's got the cradle locked. Got to get off to the side here a little bit in order when he takes him over to get the shoulders exposed. Schmerler now breaks the grip of Jacobs. trying to pull that arm up over the shoulder. Got out too far and hung his head over the shoulder. Schmerler slat out, snatched the head. Five seconds left in the period. One escape, Schmerler. End of the period. Schmerler's choice. He defers. Jacob's choice. He's going down. Coming into this round, the Red Raiders sit in second place. Marshfield leads 198.5 and are secure out there. Red Raiders are in second with 147. Wausau West in third with 144.5. The referee missed the locked hands as he was behind the action, but Jacobs gets a reversal. Still cost him a point by not getting the locked hands call. As I'd mentioned, Rapids in second, 147. West in third, 144.5. Merrill in fourth, 136.5. DC Everest 115. Jacobs tried to let him get to his feet. Lock up a cradle from his feet on the near side. Nothing yet. 1:10 left yet in the second period. Jacobs trying to figure out how to score some near fall, but he's not in a good position with the cradle. Jacobs got a good cradle lock on right now. Now he re-scoops. Jacobs still too far over the body, now trying to step over with the head. They call that potentially dangerous. 4-1, the Red Raider Jacobs with a lead. 26 seconds left, second period. Caution on Schmerler. Moving after he said he was set. Jacobs tucks that right wrist in. Stopped Schmerler's first move. 20 seconds left, second period. Jacobs looking to turn some wrists underneath with 8 seconds left. Got to ride him out here. Can't afford to give away a free point at the end of the period here. And Gavin Jacobs able to do that. 4-1. Schmerler's choice now. He goes down. They're going to cut him loose. Give him the free ride to his feet. It's 4-2. Now you can't make any mistakes. Schmerler, the stronger of the two here on the mat. You can see that. Jacobs had a hard time getting him turned for any near fall. Schmerler just locked up on him. Collar tie by both wrestlers. Reshot by Jacobs on a bad shot by Schmerler. Schmerler with an underhook. Jacobs with an underarm spin. Trying to get to a takedown, throws the legs right in and picks an ankle, gets a 2. 6-2 the lead. And you're never quite sure here. Now Jacobs got put on his seat of his singlet out in front of Schmerler. Trying to get to a spladle, but Schmerler able to turn stomach down again. Jacobs pulling hard on that spladle, trying to get the shoulders exposed. Only got a count of 1. 40 seconds left. Stay locked up tight here and you're okay. But stay locked up. No, can't hold that. Got to break the grip. 30 seconds left. Jacobs high over their shoulders with his head down. Now he gets his arm free, a little better position. 15 seconds left. We're counting down from 5 seconds. 6-2 the lead, the Red Raider. Jacobs with the legs right in. He's going to ride this match out for third place. 6-2 for the Red Raider, Gavin Jacobs. Finishing in third place at 106 pounds in the Valley Conference Wrestling Tournament. Next up for the Red Raiders, Landon Freeman will take on his opponent. It'll be from DC Everest. Taylor Dillon will be the matchup. And I think they're going to hold that match until the other... No, they're not. Here they come right out. I thought they were going to hold the match, but they decided not to. Here's Landon Freeman. Takes on Taylor Dillon of DC Everest. They did not wrestle in the dual meet. And this is a championship match at 113 pounds. Red Raiders picking up some extra points there from the Gavin Jacobs match, opening up their lead a little bit more over Wausau West. Again, a more physical body in Dillon versus Freeman. The Red Raiders have dealt with that all year long, being a little undersized and underpowered in a lot of weight classes. Collar tie by Dillon. Slide by, missed. Reshot in again. Hipped over by Dillon. Freeman regathers, comes up with a double leg. Now he's going to be in a sitting position here as Dillon picking that backside ankle. Freeman got to crawl up the body, which he's trying to do. He's got the two there. Dillon trying to hit a switch. Freeman hanging on to that trailing ankle. Now Dillon gets that free. Re-switched by Freeman. Ends up in a battle of better balance there. Now a bar by the right-hand side by the Red Raider. Runs that bar over right off the bat. Double arm bar by the Red Raider. 25 seconds left. There's a pin for Landon Freeman. 1 minute 36 seconds on the fall. 113-pound champion Landon Freeman in the Valley Conference. Congratulations to that young Red Raider. Next up will be the third place match for Jacob Bender and Xavier Sinkamy of Wausau West. We have a little bit of time till that one comes out. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the Valley Conference Wrestling. Back now to championship matches. They are running one right after the other as fast as the matches get done. This is 126-pound championship. Carter Freeman against DC Everest Easton Cooper. Cooper beat Freeman 5-0 into the dual meet. Cooper ranked 5th at 126. Freeman ranked 6th. Cooper stayed in a solid low stance all meet long and only worked for points when he had a very good opportunity. Didn't press the action much. Countered Freeman quite a bit. So we'll see if we have a little bit of a game plan change here for the Red Raider. The 120-pound Jacob Bender Xavier Sinkamy match at 120 is for third place. That will go on here shortly, but that will come up here directly now. You may have heard the pin call. Again, we got to thank Joyce Benitz for doing some double duty, doing stats and running the camera here as we're shorthanded here this weekend. Cooper with a half a shot and Carter Freeman the same. Neither one of them really committing. Nice sweep shot and missed. Now Cooper's got a hold of him. Freeman shucks that on by. Jacob Bender and Xavier Sinkamy from Wausau West come out. Those two did not wrestle in the dual meet. We'll keep you updated on that score. We'll watch the Freeman Championship match. At 126 pounds, 5 seconds left first period, no score, and that's probably the way it's going to end here. Again, both wrestlers pretty cautious of each other right here. Cooper, the disc comes up green for Cooper, so he got the choice, and he chose down. Now we have a little quick blood time cleanup on Cooper. Now these two met in a dual meet late in the year here on a double dual night, which kind of was the tone for the most of the Valley Conference. Each team had a couple of double duels because of snow and ice and rain and everything else that we had. Flurry of action here in the Bender-Sinkamy match. Sinkamy obviously stronger than Bender as he just arched his back out of a toss attempt. Bender with a shot in now and a double. And he's got the two and a takedown. Nice takedown. All right, back at the Freeman match with Cooper. Cooper on the bottom, his choice. Freeman on top, see how he can ride. Caution, stopped the wrestling as the adjacent whistle from the referee blew, and they both jumped. So we'll reset them, no cautions either way. And rightly so. Cooper with a base, easily up to his feet. Front trip by the Red Raider. Cooper inside leg hook. Freeman locked up a cradle. Can he score some near fall? He's got it locked. Let's see if he can do something with it. One count. Cooper is fighting like crazy on the bottom. Freeman still got the cradle locked. A little bit out of position though. Freeman reloads it one more time. Cooper trying to arch his way through. And they go out of bounds. Cooper survived that just because he's playing tough. And Freeman had a cradle locked up for a while, couldn't get any points out of it. 1:15 left, second period. 0-0 the score. Jake Bender still ahead 2-0 with 1:49 left, second period. He's on top riding. Caution, Freeman jumping to start. Cooper getting reset now, and Sinkamy got the escape on Bender, so Bender leads 2-1 with 1:35 left. Hard start by Cooper, and Freeman able to control him here, get him back to the mat, got wrist control. Again, Cooper is put together here for a guy at 126 pounds. Cooper to his feet again, drops down to a single, and they're out of bounds. 57 seconds left. Jake Bender puts Sinkamy on his back on the edge of the wrestling circle here, and he's got near fall coming after a takedown. It's 7-1 the lead for the Red Raider Bender in a match for third place. Hard start by Cooper, up to his feet. Again, up to his feet. Freeman's got to lift, take him off his base. Lifts, takes him back to the mat. Cooper right back up again. Freeman continuing to ride, and they're out of bounds. And now we got Carter Freeman with a little bit of a nosebleed. 39 seconds left. Now you're in a tough area here with the Freeman match. If you choose somehow that you have to let him go so you don't get hit for a stalling, you're going to give him a point in the lead. You got 39 seconds left in the second period, or can you ride him out without getting hit for the stalling call? If you can ride him out and remain controlled, that would be huge. 21 seconds left, second period. Jacob Bender, 7-2 the lead. They're going to put him on his feet again, 7-3. Nope, excuse me, 7-2. They're still on their feet. Freeman and Cooper still getting cleaned up over in the corner. Each of them had a little bloody nose issue. Freeman now getting ready to go, all cleaned up. End of two periods, 7-2, Bender leads. His choice is down to start the third period. Again, that's a match for third place at 120. And now the clock can't get reset. 38 seconds. Clock is off. It was on the injury time or the blood time. And now they're going to stop it, try to get reset. Started with 38 seconds, ran about 9 seconds off, so it should be down to about 27 seconds. And they'll get this fixed up here. 26 seconds, says the additional referee on the side of the mat. And sometimes once one of the clocks gets out of whack, it's sometimes hard to convince it to get back to what you want it to do. We're going to count time now. 45 seconds left. Bender still is down and still leads 7-2. Cooper up to his feet. 26 seconds left. Freeman's got to cut him loose. Couldn't hold him and couldn't afford to get hit for the warning stalling. Cooper's ahead 1-0. Again, Cooper's all defensive. Very little offense. Time is out now. It's Freeman's choice. He's going to go down. 2 minutes left, third period. Jacob Bender comes out, gets the 1 point escape. He's going to win 8-2 over Xavier Sinkamy. That's a match for third place for the Red Raider. Jacob Bender at 120, finishing in third in the Valley Conference. Carter Freeman's got 2 minutes to score 2 points. He's up to his feet. Front trip with wrist control by Cooper. Cooper rolls him through. Freeman would have been on top in that scramble. Again, Cooper not offensive in any way, just all defensive and counters. Caution, jumping to start Cooper. First caution, 150 left, 1-0 Cooper. Freeman to his feet, working on hand control. Off the mat. 1:45 left. Freeman's got to continue to hustle on the bottom. Cooper again, hard stand up, and they go off the mat in a scramble. Cooper's still in control. Cooper will do this all third period long as you don't get hit for stalling. Freeman up again. Cooper with a left. Takes him back to the mat. Has an arm chopped in. Next up, Lucas Bean at 145 against Callum Wheeler of Merrill. That's a match for third place at 138. Caution, jumping to start. Cooper. And that tied the match at 1 with the penalty point to Freeman. Now he puts him up on his feet, and that's a 2-1 lead for the Red Raider. Now, this is where you got to wrestle a smart match. Underhook with head position is Freeman. Cooper driving him around the mat though a little bit. We got blood time in the Lucas Bean match, and that's on Bean. 1:09 left yet, and you see the defensive stance by Cooper. Freeman's got to give the impression he's doing some work here. Sweep shot, missed. That's what you got to see. Slide by, missed. Again, that's exactly what you want to see. Be in control of the match. Another shot by Freeman, missed. And Cooper got away with pushing Freeman out of bounds. Warning, stalling Freeman, and the nose plug comes out. Blood time again on the Red Raider. Lucas Bean in on a single leg shot now, trying to get a takedown on his opponent, Callum Wheeler. Back to the Freeman-Cooper match. 38 seconds left. Cooper again, driving in, pushing in. Freeman with a shot in. Because of that warning stalling call. And Cooper with a counter. Again, defense, that's all he's done. Now Freeman's got to get out. He trails 3-2. Freeman to his feet. Cooper riding an ankle pick. Riding an ankle. Riding an ankle. Riding an ankle. Still on the ankle. 8 seconds left. Cooper again does not do hardly anything at all except defense and counter. Freeman on the bottom, working to get a point. 6 seconds left. Caution, Freeman, first time. Lucas Bean has a takedown, a 2-0 lead at 1:38 left, second period. Lucas Bean up to his feet, working on hand control, forward roll. Cooper trying to counter. 3-2. Easton Cooper hangs on to a win at 126 pounds. Carter Freeman finishing in second place at 126 in the Valley Conference. Lucas Bean at 138 against Callum Wheeler of Merrill. These two did not wrestle in the dual meet. Bean leads 2-0 with 1:06 left, second period. Wheeler reaching back inside of a leg. Bean's hurt, working hard on a crossface. Now Callum has him out in front and gets the reversal on Bean at the edge of the mat, tying it up. 2-2. 49 seconds left, second period. Bean on the bottom now with a tie score. Switch attempt got stopped by Callum. Bean trying to build to a high base, now up to his feet. 37 seconds left. trying to hit a sit out and snatch the head, but they ran out of wrestling mat. 34 seconds left. Second period, still 2-2. Tough loss to take for Carter Freeman at 126. Again, Cooper did absolutely nothing but play defense. Bean now up to his feet. Front trip, hits the switch on the way to the mat, got his leg caught up underneath. "15 seconds left. He ran out of bounds before the clock ran out and before Bean rolled over the top. 9 seconds left, second period. Still 2-2. Bean posts up to his feet. 5 seconds left. Callum Wheeler just locked up, hanging on. And Bean ended up sitting right on the chest of Callum Wheeler as they went out of bounds. Probably took the air out of him. Says injury time now on the Merrill Blue Jay. Before the last two matches, Marshfield was still in the lead at 203.5. Wisconsin Rapids at 155. Wausau West at 144.5. Merrill at 139.5. DC Everest 45.5. Or excuse me, 115.5. Stevens Point 98.5. And Wausau East at 61. That's before the last couple of matches. We'll get an update for you here in just a little bit. And we still have injury time being run on Callum Wheeler. Updated team scores look like this now. Still 213.5 for Marshfield. Wisconsin Rapids at 161. Wausau West 148.5. Merrill 139.5. Wheeler up to his feet now, and they stop injury time with 16 seconds left yet. Bean comes back, tied at 2-2. And there was the period ending. Third period coming, Bean going down. Switch attempt by Bean. Wheeler countering so far. Now Bean to his feet, gets the hands separated, the hips away. He leads 3-2. 1:45 left.
Pretty much every team has decided that they're going to sit in the corner. Remember that you can sit in the corner where you're at and you can't talk to the officials and you really can't cheer. So just be calm, because you're already not listening.
Wheeler and Bean working on setups for offense. Bean with a shot in, got to a single, trying to come out the backside with a Polish takedown. Bean has Wheeler sitting on the seat of his step, and now comes out with him elevated. Wheeler able to trap an arm. And they stop that, potentially dangerous. 53 seconds left. Red Raiders got to be smart here now. He's in the lead 3-2. So don't take a bad shot. If you got a good setup and a good shot, this is the time. But don't take a bad shot. Hard snap down by Bean. Tried to get him in the front headlock. Callum Wheeler tried to Bad headlock. Bean pops his head out, gets the 2. That should salt the match away at 5-2. They're off the mat with 20 seconds left. Bean stopped the first move of Wheeler. He's got 7 seconds left to ride him out. 5-2 is his lead. Half and a wrist. 5-2, Lucas Bean finishing in 3rd place at 138 pounds for the Red Raiders. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Mason Tritz on the mat at 145 pounds for the Red Raiders, taking on Wausau East Markel Rags. Second period action, 7-2, the lead for Tritz over Rags. These two did not wrestle in the dual meet as well. Markel Rags not in the lineup at that time. Half and a wrist, stacking him up on top of his shoulders. Rags sits up through it though as a half Nelson comes out. 2 more near fall for the Red Raider, 9-2 at the end of the second period. Near fall coming again for the Red Raider Tritz. But Rags able to go stomach down. Got an update for you on the Aiden Armagast match for 3rd place. He was scheduled to wrestle Brady Norton. He won that on a forfeit. So Aiden Armagast finishing in 3rd place for the Red Raiders at 132 pounds. Again, this is Mason Tritz at 138 in a 5th place match. He leads 13-2 right now. It's 15-2. They just added on some more near fall. Turn him one more time here. You either get a pin or a tech fall. Mason Tritz finds a half. Rags rolled right through it and is looking to reverse Tritz. "30 seconds left. Rags has got the right arm of Tritz pinned behind his back. Tritz has still got a single leg. Runs him back over, looking to get near fall. We'll see if he got 2. He got 2. 17-5 tech fall in 6 minutes. Mason Tritz finishing in 5th place for the Red Raiders at 145 pounds. Next up for the Red Raiders, Cole Black will be wrestling Blake Bankston of DC Everest for 3rd place at 152. You're going to follow that with Mark Jeske against Tanner Rickman of DC Everest for 5th at 160. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Back now at the 160-pound 5th place matchup. Mark Jeske and Tanner Rickman of DC Everest. Rickman beat Jeske 6-3 in a dual meet earlier in the year, just about a week or so ago. Jeske with a Russian arm tie, inside leg trip to a body lock. Launching pad could be loaded, but Jeske backs out of it. Rickman with a shot in, got to a knee. Jeske trying to take him off his base here. He's got him stretched out a little bit. Now Rickman's got him up over his head, trying to get to the Polish double. Jeske's picking that backside ankle, as you can see. Now Jeske just leaves it go. Rickman still got that inside leg scissored. Rickman ends up getting a takedown. .30 seconds left, 2-0. Rickman leads. Jeske's got to come up, score from the bottom here. And he lets his arm hang back, and Rickman throws in an arm bar on the left-hand side. This is a match for 5th place at 160 pounds. Now, Rickman tried to turn Jeske, but he got stomach down and survives the first period, only trailing 2-0. Disc comes up green, Rickman's choice. Now it's Jeske's choice. He's going on their feet. Jeske trails 2-0 after one period. Shot in, but countered by Rickman. Got Jeske spread out here on the mat now. Jeske's trying to elevate with the shoulders. Got Rickman up on his shoulders. Now see if he can figure out how to get through this Polish double. Yeah, he sat there long enough, didn't know how to complete it. Stalemate, says the official. .110. Jeske tried to clear the arms and then reach in for a shot and missed the knee. Russian arm tie now by the DC Everest Evergreen. Underhooks, both sides, step inside with a leg trip, no good. Jeske countered enough. 48 seconds left, second period. Jeske's got an underhook with a good head position. Inside leg trip again, but no good. Body locking, not quite. Jeske backs out of that every time he gets almost in there. Just not confident enough to lock up the body and throw Rickman. Rickman going to play defense now for the final couple seconds of the second period. .2-0 after two periods. Rickman leads. Jeske is going to go on top in riding as Rickman chooses the bottom. Rickman to a high base now. And again, we got the two wrestlers closest to us and the official right in your line of sight. We apologize for that, but nothing we can do. Jeske trying to pick an ankle here, and still remains in control riding, but tried a little hip tip turn, couldn't do that. .120 left. Still Yeski trails by 2. He's got an ankle bite on this near side. Warning, stalling Jeski, says the official. Putting him on his feet. Giving him a free ride and one more point, 3-0, a minute 10 left. Yeski couldn't turn him. Couldn't really get him off his base, much less of anything. Now he's got to go underhook, overhook stuff. He's got a good underhook there, but lets the head position go away. Front headlock. Still trying to get that inside trip. Just get a good solid takedown here. .40 seconds left. Half a minute. 3-0 the deficit. And Yeski trying to reach in, but will not lock up in there. Headlock. Can he get it? Rickman's sitting stomach down here, and he pops his head out, gets a takedown. It's 5-0, and that's the match. Tanner Rickman defeats Mark Jeski 5-0. Jeski in 6th place for the Red Raiders at 160 pounds. Bennett Weidman going against Garrett Willowhite. That will be the next Red Raider on the mat, I do believe. Follow that with Kyler Tritz and against Zach Bembenek of Stevens Point. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider championship match at 170 pounds. Bennett Weidman, your Red Raider, against Marshfield's Garrett Willowhite. This will be one heck of a matchup here. Oh, Willowhite with a hard swing. The referee stopped that immediately. Willowhite ranked 4th in the state right now. Weidman ranked 8th. They did not wrestle in the Doomy. Willowhite not in the lineup at that point for whatever reason. Willowhite likes to try to bang around and slap around quite a bit on the head here, so we'll see how long the officials let this go. Chess match so far in the first minute of the first period. .45 seconds. Still, each wrestler feel out mode right now. Trying to make somebody make a mistake. Willowhite continues to bang around on the head. Slide by Weidman. Willowhite too far away. Ten seconds left, still no score. 0-0. End of the first period, 0-0. Flip of the disc. Comes up a Willowhite's choice. He defers, thank you. The Weidman's choice, he'll go down. Weidman on the bottom now. Willowhite will cover, try to ride and turn. Weidman trying to get the escape. Weidman to his feet in a blink. Willowhite runs him out of bounds. We get a fresh restart back in the center. We're going to set them up the same way. Weidman on the bottom, Willowite on top. Weidman again to his feet. Willowite took him to the edge for the first bit. Now he's running him over to the edge again. Weidman hitting the switch. They go out of bounds. Weidman with a hard start again. In a lot of motion, they go out of bounds. Good motion on the bottom from Weidman. A lot of combination moves put together one after the other. Again, Weidman working on a stand-up, got to his feet again. Willowite lifts through between the thighs, runs him out of bounds. 1:35 left, second period. Weidman again to his feet, working on hand control. Willowite's got to cut him loose. Weidman 1 point in the escape and the lead. A minute 27 left. Weidman got him coming towards him. Dropped levels into a single. Trying to get to a Polish double. Willowite picking an ankle on the backside. Weidman's trying to pull that leg and trying to step across and hook it if he can. Willowite now trying to step across. Weidman's got to do two things. Figure out how to get a takedown and figure out how to keep Willowite in bounce. In the scramble, Willowite has the leg of Weidman now. 27 seconds left. Weidman still has the leg tied up. And they go out of bounds. Good, no call by the official. Let them both settle it out till there was a definite takedown, and there was none. Good and no call by that official. Willowite in with a shot now. Dump technique takes Weidman down. Weidman not quite ready for that one. That's a big takedown, 2-1. Marshfield leads. Willowite will just hang on and ride. Weidman knows he let one takedown get away from him. Willowite goes down now. Willowite set, Weidman going to cover. No start by Willowite. Weidman wraps up an elbow. Now to a spiral ride. Trying to step over the top is Willowite, then comes to his feet. Weidman cuts him loose. 3-1 the lead. Willowite in on another shot instantly. Trying to get to a double. Steps through with a takedown for Willowite. Two quick shots in. Weidman wasn't quite prepared for him. 5-1 the lead, 1:30 left for Willowite. Again, Willowite number 4 in the state, Weidman number 8. Weidman with some motion. Willowite throws the legs right in to keep him in control. Weidman looking to control some hands here. Willowite locked down on that legs ride. Again, really more concerned about riding right now than turning. Weidman's got hand control to some degree here. Weidman trying to knee slide up here to a base. Can't quite get there. Willowite pretty strong. 35 seconds left. in. Weidman may be a little undersized for this weight class. 20 seconds left. Warning, stalling, Willowite. Not going to make a difference with 11 seconds left in the match. Weidman set. Willowite covers. Roll attempt by Weidman. He got the one in the escape. Oh, and Willowite just dove right into a double. 7-2, Willowite with a win. Bennett Weidman in second place for the Red Raiders at 170 pounds. And more than likely, maybe these guys will see each other down the road at some point. Next up, 182 pounders championship match. Your Red Raider, Kyler Tritz, taking on Stevens Point, Zach Benbenick. Tritz and Benbenick did not meet in the dual meet. 195-pounder Ben Klingforth finishing in 7th place. For the Red Raiders, Tritz in on a single instantly. Drives through to a double, takes him down. Gonna cut him loose, 2-1. Again, big double leg, gonna snatch the head, stuff him on his shoulders, out of bounds. That saved Benbenick from getting stuck right there. Marshfield 238.5, Wisconsin Rapids 166.5, Wausau West 158.5, Merrill 153.5. That's the top 4. Red Raiders have one wrestler yet to go, Tanner Gormanson at 220. He's in a championship match. Armbar, wrist tied up by Tritz. Leading 4-1. This is the only match going on right now. It's probably pretty much all the other matches are done, 3rd and 5th. Benbenick now has the left arm of Tritz across his head over the shoulder, trying to control that to some degree. 30 seconds left, first period. Four won the lead. Tritz stacking him up on his shoulders. Got 2 near falls. 6-1 the lead with 10 seconds remaining. Tritz on a spiral ride now. And that's the way the first period will end. 6-1 to the Red Raider Tritz. Just comes up green. That's Benbenick's choice. He thought about it a minute. He said, well, I guess I'll go on top. Got taken down a couple times, got rode pretty good. We'll try the top position. Tritz pins the leg down, Benbenick trying to get to a cradle. And that was potentially dangerous as Tritz got to his feet. Caution, Benbenick did not wait to cover till the referee called him to cover the top position. There he does. Tritz trying to post a leg. Benbenick picks an ankle. Tritz back to his feet. Hip toss by Tritz. 2 reversal Tritz. 2 near fall Tritz. 10-1 the lead for the Red Raider, working on a double arm bar right now. Got a lot of time, minute 28 left yet to run this double bar. Don't want to be in a hurry, make sure it's right and tight. And it is right. And Benbenick's going to be in a lot of trouble if Tritz can hold it here. Benitz able to get a little bit of separation here, so he's able to fight it off for the time being. See if Tritz can tighten it up even more. Taylor Tritz lost the double bar, gets 3 near fall. It's 13-1 right now with 45 seconds left. A little rolling half. Got Benitz on his back, and that's tight right there. You could hear the air come out of Benitz in 3:21 on the fall. First place for the Red Raider at 182 pounds in the Valley Conference. 3 pins, a minute 40, 57 seconds, and 3:21. Next up, the Red Raiders will be wrestling the 220-pounder Tanner Gormanson against Caden Kershaw of Wausau West. One match before that, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling. Back now with a championship match at 220 pounds. Tanner Gormanson taking on Caden Kershaw out of Wausau West. Kershaw beat Gormanson 17-8 in the dual meet. 2 different body styles here. Kershaw pretty put together. See how Gormanson fares this time around, if he learned anything to combat the Wausau West wrestler. Again, no ranked wrestlers at 220 pounds in this tournament. That's the only weight class where there has been no ranked wrestlers. Collar tie by Gormanson and Kershaw. Kershaw throws him off. Kershaw working hard on the head, trying to be quicker, which he is in Gormanson, making Gormanson react to him. Gormanson, he just kind of plods on the mat. 59 seconds, still no score, and that's all right for right now. Gormanson with a Russian, backed off of that. Kershaw slaps on a collar tie. Gormanson backs off of that. Kershaw again with a collar tie, this time on the left side. And can't do anything with it. 25 seconds left. Slide by Gormanson, missed it. Kershaw in a scramble. Gormanson able to control it to some point right now. "12 seconds left. Still 0-0, and that's okay for Gormanson. Kershaw with a bad shot, but got to a single leg and able to pull it in. Period, runs out. Good thing for Gormanson there. Disc comes up green, that's Kershaw's choice. He's going down. Gormanson will be on top trying to ride and turn. Kershaw reaches back, grabs the head, and Gormanson flattens him out. Now working on wrist control is Gormanson. You gotta keep your weight on him here, Gormy. Weight over the shoulders. Roll coming. Gormanson didn't feel it coming. Kershaw's gonna get the reversal. – 2-0 the lead for the Wausau West Warrior. Gormanson was in 6th place last year in the Valley Conference. Again, the Red Raiders have no entry at 285. 105 left. Gormanson to his feet, turns to face, gets the 1 point in the escape. Good work there. Minute left. Again, Kershaw working hard on the head and the hands, trying to get Gormanson bobbing and weaving up and down, which he did there. Shoots in, gets to a single. Gormanson tried to roll him over the top, and they go out of bounds. Gormanson wasn't in too bad a position once they got out of bounds, but they ran out of mat. .30 seconds. Arm drag by Gormanson. Around the corner, can he get there? And they go off the mat. Good arm drag, but Gormanson couldn't quite get him wrapped up. He was looking to get him to the mat before he got him wrapped up tight around the body. May have cost him a takedown there, but at least he proved he could score on the arm drag there maybe. 8 seconds left. End of 2 periods, 2-1. Kershaw. Now it's Gormanson's choice. He goes down. Got a chance to tie it. He's got to be moving, though. And he just bases off. Now builds to a base. Trip attempt. And a scramble. Kershaw lifts. Takes him back to the mat. Gormy's got to get stomach down here. Now he's in a scramble position. He's got the 1 in the escape. We're tied at 2. Kershaw looks to be a little bit better athlete than Gormanson. Again, there's Gormanson, did protect his legs. Kershaw cradle from the feet. Takes him down, runs him over, and there's the pin. .442 on the fall. Gormanson finishing in second place in the Valley Conference this year at 220 pounds. We'll go backwards through the lineup. No entry at 285. Gormanson is second at 220. Ben Klingforth seventh at 195. Kyler Tritz the champion at 182. Bennett Weidman second place at 170. Mark Jeske sixth place at 160 pounds. Fourth place finish for Cole Black at 152. Mason Tritz, fifth place finish at 145. Lucas Bean, a third place finish at 138. At 132, Aiden Armagast, a third place finish. 126, Carter Freeman, a second place finish. Jacob Bender, third at 120. Landon Freeman, a champion at 113 pounds. And third place, Gavin Jacobs at 106. The Red Raiders will finish in second place. Marshfield sits at 238 right now, 238 and a half. The Red Raiders 172 and a half. Merrill 159 and a half. Wausau West 158 and a half. DC Everest has 136.5. Stevens Point in sixth place with 112 and a half. Follow that with Wausau East finishing in seventh with 65 points. Wausau West and Marshfield on the floor now at heavyweight. But it's not going to make a difference as far as the placement. The Red Raiders finishing in second place in the Valley Conference in the 22-23 season. I'm not sure if Scott Benitz will come over or not. We'll see. We're going to take a quick break anyway. Bring you more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling when we return. Back now at the Merrill Fieldhouse. Head coach Scott Bennett stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, Coach. After a good day, pretty good day of wrestling for the Red Raiders, finishing in second place in the Valley Conference.
Yeah, it was going to take a lot of things to happen for us to place ahead of Marshfield. Just the way it kind of fell, their weights worked out well for them, and a couple of those weights were, the brackets were a little soft. They wrestled really well, and we were short a couple of guys, and definitely cost us points. And we wrestled pretty well, I thought, overall. West had a good day as well. They come back real strong at the end, and we made it through, though, and ended up second, I guess, overall as well. So,
Red Raiders, Gavin Jacobs at 106 pounds, finishing in third place for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, he lost that match to Sternweiss, and I thought he wrestled pretty decent. We got strength and the quickness hurt us early. Right. We figured it out maybe as the match went on. looking forward then to next week at the regional. Sternweiss is out, and we got to plan on trying to find a way to win a regional title. So.
113-pounder Landon Freeman, one of the Red Raider champions. Landon had a really good day, got 3 pins.
Yeah, and two-time conference champion. And bracket wasn't real strong, but I thought he wrestled really well and did a nice job, picking up bonuses for us, and those bonuses kept us out ahead of West. So.
That's right, 6 extra team points there. Jacob Bender finishing in 3rd place for the Red Raiders at 120.
Yeah, he started the year at 45 because he couldn't get in the lineup anyplace else, and we finally got him all the way down here to 20, and he's kind of filling a spot in our lineup that's been soft, and so we take 3rd place. And he wrestled better each match as he kind of getting accustomed to wrestling down with the little guys and getting used to, getting back on the mat. He hasn't wrestled a lot second half of the season, and you could tell his endurance is he'll be better by next week. And again, Ledden won that weight. Ledden's out, and we should be hopefully in the top couple next week.
126-pounder Carter Freeman, tough rematch against Easton Cooper. Cooper really doesn't do anything except counter sometimes, and he scored 3 points. Freeman only had 2. Freeman in 2nd place.
Yeah, good wrestlers wrestle position. You watch college-type wrestling, guys don't make mistakes. They wrestle position. He wrestled a little different this time than he did the first time with, some of his ties. And you got to find a takedown. One takedown is going to win that match between those two, whether it's in regulation or overtime. And, Cooper got the takedown. Carter, beating Soik in the semis, got in a little trouble early, but just kept wrestling through that. And I thought he had a pretty good day, and we're going to go a long ways at 26. And we're going to see a match with Cooper twice more, I think.
I think so, too. There's 2 quality kids there. 132-pounder Aiden Armagas finishing in 3rd place for the Red Raider.
Yeah, Trotzer's been out for a bit, and as a first look, we had Adam with with Aiden, and we can wrestle with him, and everybody else, he kind of had easy matches the rest of that, and we're going to have to be able to wrestle with Trotzer, wrestle with Rye if we want to continue on into the far into the postseason, and he's close now. We just got to clean up a few more things and hopefully have a better week next week.
138-pounder Lucas Bean finishing in 3rd place for the Red Raiders. Won his last match 5-2 over Wheeler of Merrill.
Yeah, Heel's ranked, 5 in the state, and Hall was ranked at one time, and Wheeler's pretty tough. That was probably the deepest weight in the tournament, and Lucas wrestled really well. We're going to hopefully be able to, close the distance on Heel a little bit, but I thought he wrestled really well today.
145-pounder Mason Tritz finishing in 5th place for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, moving up a weight when we made the flip down there, and you can see his size is a factor for him. But he won the match at the end that he needed to, picked up bonuses, and the seed kind of stuck him in a spot where he had tough matches early. I thought he wrestled fine today.
152-pounder Cole Black finishing in 4th place for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, another guy we got back in the lineup. He's been out for about 3 weeks, and we weren't sure we were going to wrestle him today. Practice was looking better each night, and we decided last night that we'd give it a go and try to find one match in here that we could score some points, and those 4th place points were pretty big. Without him, that would have hurt. So I'm real happy to have him back in our lineup, and I thought he wrestled what he had to do in the match that we put him out there.
160-pounder Mark Jeske in the lineup at that weight class ends up in 6th place for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, he's close, not with Roth, but the other matches. He's in those matches. He doesn't quite finish positions, and, we're hoping that, we can start to finish a couple of those takedowns and get a lead instead of always kind of falling behind early and having, guys being able to play defense on him. And I think he wrestles hard. He wrestled hard today, just coming up short on the points.
Bennett Weidman in a tough weight class at 170, finishing in 2nd place to Garrett Willowhite. Again, Willowhite pretty physical, pretty tough, and that matchup we hadn't seen yet this year, but now you got a little scouting for later.
Yeah, and Calm's match in the semis was a good match, and Willowhite's, we'll see him hopefully down in the state tournament. They're both going to be down at 60 next week. They're both up a weight today, and it was a good match, and then Willowhite just seemed like he had that shot right at the end of that second period. He hit that hard high crotch, and we got that takedown. It kind of changed the how that match was going to be wrestled from there out.
Kyler Tritz at 182, champion with not much to contend with there. He kind of ran through that weight class.
Yeah, it wasn't a strong weight at all, and then we had to pick up the pins, and he picked up pin points. He wrestled well. He did some good things technically out, in those matches, even though the guys were overmatched. But it's what we needed from him today, and he did what we needed.
Right. Ben Klinkforth put in at 195, a spot that the Red Raiders sometimes haven't had somebody, and he ends up in 7th place.
Yeah, and I think we could have beat one of the guys or two of the guys on the other side. The seed just put us on the wrong side, and, it is what it is. He went out there and he wrestled and, picked up 7th place points, which was a couple. It's a couple points in a 4-point, event. All add up, so, he helped us out. So
Tanner Gormanson finishing in 2nd place at 220. He was 6th place last year, jumps up 4 spots in the 220 weight class.
Yeah, not many guys in there, and, we won that match in the semis to get to the finals, and wrestled Kershaw a lot better for about 4 minutes than he did a couple weeks ago, and then, kind of got in a spot and lost that position pretty bad. And, got caught and pinned. But I thought up to that point we'd made a lot of adjustments. I thought he was wrestling better. Kershaw's pretty good and capitalized on one of our mistakes and pinned us. So, yeah.
Red Raiders come back right here to this field house in a week, starting with the tournament trail at the regional. A lot of the same teams. You throw out Marshfield, you add in a couple other ones.
Yeah, I think DCI versus us. And Wausau West are going to battle for that top 2 spots. Top 2 go to the sectional, the team sectional. We need to be one of the top 2. Hopefully we're going to win that thing next week. And, Lakeland brings in a couple guys. Rylander brings in a couple guys. It kind of depends on where they fall, limit points from one of us. We just need to, hopefully have a good week of practice. A couple of our guys that are dinged just a little bit healthy, a little bit better shape. And, we'll be ready to go, and goal is to win the thing next week and head into that Tuesday team sectional, probably wrestling Pulaski. That's the goal.
Coach, thank you very much. Congratulations, and good luck in the next couple of rounds of wrestling here for the Red Raiders. We'll take a break. We'll bring you more Lincoln High School Red Raider Wrestling right here on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.